ladies. Today we're going to be looking at some stuff from butterfly guard. We've kind of seen a little bit of this before, but I just wanted to reiterate it. So the first thing we're going to do is a sweep. So we're going to start here. Your partner's going to be on their knees just like this. You want both your feet hooked on their inner thighs, okay? And the place you want to start is you want their hands beside you. And you're just on your back, okay? So from here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this arm and I'm just going to underhook her arm right here, okay? So I was here. As I underhook, I'm going to sit up and I'm going to grab the belt, and as I do so, I'm using my feet to kick her backwards so I can fully sit up. So I'm here, I'm starting here, I go to sit up, I underhook, and I kick back. As I kick back, I'm going to shift my hips so I'm fully committing to this underhook, okay? And as I go to shift my hips, this direction, I'm just grabbing the back of the elbow right here, okay? And you gotta make sure you're grabbing the back of it and that they can't use their hand to base out, okay? So you keep it tucked next to your chest. I'm gonna lead with this shoulder towards the ground, okay? So I'm here, I'm leading. I'm using this foot over here to kick up and over. So one more time. We're here. So again, you're starting, you just want both your feet hooked on their inner thigh. And you're gonna bring them on top of you. Now this is normal butterfly guard. From here, I'm gonna use this hand to underhook. And when I underhook, I'm gonna sit up and push her back all at the same time. So I'm sitting up, I'm grabbing her belt right here, and as I do so, I'm kicking back. Now we don't wanna leave this much space, which is the reason why I'm closing the space and moving my hips this direction. So I close the space and make sure, might have to get a better grip on the back of her belt. But from here, you have to control this arm. So I'm gonna grab behind her elbow and I'm gonna keep it close to my body. From here, this shoulder is gonna go towards the ground. And as I do that, I'm using the opposite leg to kick up. Okay, so I'm here. I'm using the opposite leg to kick up and over. Okay guys, so this is the second move I wanted to show for butterfly. It's taking the back from there. So for this one, your opponent's gonna start on their knees. Instead of lying back on the ground from the beginning, we're gonna start with that underhook we had from before, right? So I'm gonna fall backwards, okay? And as I fall backwards, my right foot is gonna hook her thigh, okay? So the same foot on the same side I have this underhook, okay? Has to be this side. So I'm here, I'm pulling her on top of me, and as I do so, she's gonna base on this knee, right there, and I'm just gonna block this arm from being able to do anything as I keep this hook right here. This foot's just hooking this thigh. So I'm making sure I'm keeping this grip right here, and I'm just gonna push this arm out of the way and bring my head behind it, okay? From here, I'm gonna shift all of her weight on top of me, okay? So I'm pulling her weight on top of me, and as I do so, I'm gonna turn her hips to face that way, okay? So I shift her weight on top, just like that. I'm shifting my hips this way as I turn hers that way. So I'm here, I shift, and then from here, all you're doing, you should already have this hook from before. You're just grabbing your other hook, and you're getting seatbelt. So one more time. Again, we're gonna start here from the position before. You just want this underhook in this arm. I'm gonna lean backwards, okay? And as I do so, I make sure the foot on the same side I have this underhook is hooking on that thigh. So I'm here, I'm falling backwards, I'm hooking on that thigh, and I'm just blocking this arm, okay? So eventually, I'm gonna move this arm out of the way so my head comes out on this side. Now, I wanna pull her weight on top of me, right? So I break her base, her weight is completely dependent on me right now. I'm using this to lift her leg up to help me turn her hips towards that way. So I lift her hips up. This bottom leg is gonna help by moving her leg over. And I'm just gonna shift my body out from underneath her. So by now you should have enough mobility to hook this leg, to get the other hook from the back, and to spin them around to get seatbelt. Okay? And that'll be all for today, guys. Thank you very much. I miss you guys all a lot. Stay safe. Bye-bye.